we're going to do one more in this little set. Let's see what we can do here. The last game was pretty nice. I actually had like a crushing attack for once. That's not normally me. That felt cool. What are we going to get this time? Like I said, I'm definitely trying to get openings and games that are off the beaten path. So hopefully our opponent will be accommodating. I have black, which does limit it a good bit, but all right. Come on, man. I was thinking. I hate when they do that. Have a modicum of patience. Just because somebody's not pre-moving on move 1. Maybe an old Benoni or something. Okay, well, we got white. That solves that problem at least. And our opponent is going for something interesting. And I'm going to go d4. They typically go d5. Something feels funny about that one. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask. We're just going to go there because he either moves and we picked up time, or he takes and we pick up time. I mean, if you're okay with just giving me a little bit more space for the rest of the game and my first move advantage with white, I'll take it and I'll beat you with it. Control some key squares for later. Don't mind that. If you want to waste more time, that's fine. Knight c4 is a beautiful square. Let's go ahead and fight for that beautiful square that I want ever so much. I got my beautiful square I wanted. I want the bishop pair in the open position. I'm also threatening takes followed by e5 with the discovery on the rook. Seems most forcing. Threatening the capture. And if he captures back, we've got a great spot for our b. Maybe a5 is a good move here. But I get a passer. Hard to say. I do know that my opponent's time management shows that he's having to think here too. And typically the rating difference, faster, better, stronger, etc. We're just going to go with that. Protected pass pawn for the long term here. Let's go ahead and do this. Secure the knight. Mostly the pawn. And I'm not in a hurry to push this guy. Focusing on that, knight f6 is met by knight d2. I don't want to push the pawn. I want to keep the tension here. His bishop is better than mine, but there's no reason not to keep the tension. As knight d2, I'm going to hit the c7 pawn, and I'm hoping for c6, and knight d6 wins on the spot. Or c5, knight d6 wins on the spot. Black's taking way too much time here to try to maintain the balance. Also, with the knight out of the way, I have the ability to play... Oh, what am I saying? Knight d2. How is knight d6 winning if your knight's on d2? Genius. Do better. Do better with calculation. And our opponent is admitting time in chess is hard. But we're going to give him some more time because it's an interesting position and I'm feeling sporting. Let's go knight e5 as we're trying to provoke some moves here. Okay. I still like this ending. I'm going to go here just to keep an eye, connect the rooks, etc., etc. And that seems like a mistake. d6 loses the bishop. Hard to defend that guy now. Pawns are tasty. Uh-huh. You want d5, do you? Let's get away from that. My name is nope. Number is nope. You need. I could have taken there. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Tension is a hard game in chess. Keeping it, keeping it, keeping it. All right, we'll make it completely fair. You have more time than I have. All right. The position is definitely lost, so fair enough. King d4, bishop e6 is a threat. King c5 hits multiple weaknesses. The king can do work here, and if the rooks ever come off the board, for instance, too many passers, and his pawns are still very weak. Easy route for me. Okay. So the Nimzowitsch. And I expected d5, but as soon as we got that, knight f3. Yeah, okay, but why when I can just take the better position with this? All right, I hated that, but I'm okay with this life. I chose the end game. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the tactic later. Just do it here. Yeah, the game should have been over. Same thing. And it's like, it bothers me too, because my entire idea was fighting for the c4 square so my knight could attack and harass the bishop, either netting the bishop here or making him waste time. So it seems like from a logical standpoint, if my brain is already focused on the bishop, I should be able to just go, oh yeah, the bishop's on a great square. If I move the pawns, I double attack and just win. This is why chess is a wonderful and yet infuriating game, because it is a constant process of figuring out why you're bad. And here, tactics again. Come on, man. But I decide to go this route where I know forevermore I'm going to have a protected pass pawn. I took the little advantage. Okay. All right, it didn't hate my play in here. Okay. Yeah, taking on h5. I was like, take on h5. It's free. No, he just takes on e4. I don't know, lots of hallucinations for me lately. e5, and I guess even with my pseudo mistake in there, towards the end, from the point I played knight e5 on, it was like first choice by the engine. So always try to take the good with the bad. Not my best game overall, but it's how I react to odd systems. Like, all right, I have my extra time. How can we use it? A little bit of Nimzowitsch Defense for you. One Nc6.